Measuring over 1,000 miles from southwest to northeast and 500 miles from north to south, the Gobi is a vast desert in Asia, spanning from northern China to southern Mongolia. Once part of the Great Mongol Empire and located prominently along the famous Silk Road, the Gobi Desert has an even more ancient and mysterious occult history of subterranean worlds which is now resurfacing. Having several Chinese names including Shamu, a generic term for desert, and Han Hai, which means endless sea. The most popular name given to the legendary empire that was once said to have existed here in ancient times is Mu. Following major cataclysm which left the desert in its current condition, the inhabitants of Mu were said to have taken refuge in underground cities, which they had terraformed inside of gigantic natural caves and caverns beneath southern China's landscape. Researchers have discovered some of the largest underground chambers in the world. One huge cave system in Chongqing province is so large that it has clouds, fog, streams, vegetation, and even its own weather system. In 1992, 24 man-made caves were discovered in China, displaying incredible craftsmanship that involved the excavation of 36,000 cubic meters of stone. The floor of the grotto was more than 2,000 square meters, with the tallest point exceeding 30 meters. There are no historical references to these caves, and the reason they were built is still uncertain. Reed Flute Cave is located in southern China. According to legend, it got its name because the reeds by the cave's mouth could be made into flutes. The limestone cave offers a majestic fairyland of stalactites, stalagmites, stone pillars, stone curtains, birds, plants, and animals in fantastic shapes and colors. Inside there are more than 70 inscriptions in ink which date as far back as 790–782 BCE during the Tang dynasty, and these aged inscriptions tell us that it has been an attraction in China since ancient times. The cave is about 240 meters long, and the guided tour currently lasts about an hour. The interior of the cave is a spectacular gallery of gorgeous geological formations created by thousands of years of water erosion on the soft limestone. The walls also consist of beautifully rippling eroded patterns, which have dripped into the rock over the millennia. Today, countless multicolored lights dramatically illuminate Reed Flute Cave. The lights are hidden in the cracks and crevices, and the effect is almost surreal as the lights turn otherwise dark space into a strange mix of bright neon colors and rough natural shades. Most people are unaware that China has gigantic pyramids that are much larger than the Nubian pyramids, and even some those found in South America. In fact, the size of the Chinese pyramids may even be larger than the Sun Pyramid at Teotihuacan in Mexico, as well as the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. Until recently, officials have refused to answer all questions about these pyramids and all requests to view them. Farmers were encouraged by the Chinese government to plant trees on them, probably in an effort to disguise them and make them harder to see, as photos started emerging, and technology such as Google Maps made it clear that these Chinese landscapes were littered with pyramids, which incidentally are aligned exactly the same way as those in Egypt and in other places. When the authorities finally did acknowledge the existence of the structures, they refused to characterize them as pyramids. Rather, they claimed that these very ancient structures were burial tombs dated from the Han Dynasty. But it now seems that breakthroughs in genetics and archaeological finds are providing new insights into these and other ancient discoveries.